All right, boys, we're putting a new exhaust on this truck today. Here's the old exhaust. This is paper thin crap, probably straight from Freightliner. Somebody put some flex pipe on the back. It doesn't even need it. And so we're going to get rid of both of these with that over there. And then at the back of the truck, this piece connected to it, connected to that flex pipe and ran to the stacks in the back. We're going to replace this piece of crap too with these 45-degree elbows over here. And we got two different styles. We got the short ones, we got the long ones. I don't know what we're going to need. We might need both of the long ones, we might need both of the short, or we might need a combination. Either way, we'll be able to take back what I don't need. And I also got some new clamps. These are just aluminum. I'm not getting the stainless ones. I've had about the same luck with both kind. And I also got a couple new U-bolts for where the exhaust mounts to the frame, because the old ones, they were shot. And there's the old hangers. That one, the nut wouldn't even come off. And now we're at the back of the truck, and the exhaust right up there, there's where the flex pipe is. So we're going to connect it, run it all the way back here. It's going to connect, the U-bolts connect right there and right there, and then it'll snake back this way and hook up right here. I don't think I can save this. As you can see, it's rusting out. Unfortunately, this piece is welded in there. I'm probably going to have to re-weld that. I hate welding this stuff. I got this 5-inch pipe at TruckPro. It was 56 inches long. It was one they just had in the back that was already cut. So one end of it was pretty rough. And what I'm doing right now is kind of deburring it with this grinder. Not the best way to do it. I'll show you guys later in the video a much better way to deburr exhaust, because you can really cut into it with a grinder and tear it up. Always use hearing protection and eye protection when doing stuff like this. I also hit it with some 80 grit sandpaper on the inside to deburr it. Real easy. And then I go over the ends with 220 grit right here where the exhaust is going to fit together. All right, we are under our truck now, out of the sun. Time to put this bad boy on there. I got some of this anti-seize right here. This will help put it all together. And this stuff is good for up to 2,000 degrees. My exhaust doesn't get nearly that hot. I mean, the exhaust might get a little over 1,000, you know, when you're going up a hill, but nowhere close to 2,000. So, you know, we put a little bit of it on some of these ends that fit on a little tight. Usually flex pipe isn't too tight, so I don't think we need it for that. So we'll stick it on that way, and it'll be there when we need it to slide it up on there. And I'm definitely putting some anti-seize on these bolts, because if you've ever worked with these, you know these things are a pain to get off. Okay, let's try this. Yep, it's tricky. Okay, I forgot this exhaust has to be fed from the back. Okay, stick our clamp back on. Go ahead and keep feeding it. Keep feeding it. And there it is. What's up, guys? Hey, before you do any of this work, make sure the truck is where you want to do all the work, because you don't want to take all this apart and then you got to drive it somewhere, because you will melt some air lines. And you can also do valve damage. You can do internal damage to the motor just from the cold air being pulled back into it. You can warp valves. From what I've been told, guys, from what I've been told, go easy on me here. I know somebody's gonna be like, I ran my daddy's 12-valve Cummins open exhaust for 14 years, no problems. You don't know what you're talking about, mister. Anyway, yeah, just make sure it's where you want to do all the work. Now how far you want to put this exhaust into that flex pipe, that's up to you. The farther you put it in there, you're going to defeat the purpose of the flex pipe. So I would say 3 inches at the most. So in the case of mine, I just measured it and I put a little mark on there. Right there. That's 3 inches. Oh boy, that is loose right there. All right, so before I start tightening that bad boy down, we want to make sure it's where I want it to be here in the back. What do I mean by that? Well, remember the 2 U-bolts I showed you earlier? You got this one and this and the other one. You want to make sure that this is going to be clamped to the U-bolt. You don't want this too short, and now you got your curve going back that way and you completely missed the hanger. Good to be too long than too short. Okay, so I kind of screwed up. My hanger is right there and it only gives me 2 inches. And then we got this piece that's going to go over that exhaust right there. It comes back, you know, almost 4 inches. The exhaust goes 4 inches into that. Luckily with these, you got a little bit of leeway. See, on the regular exhaust, there's some slack. You can put it over these. It fits really well. So we're gonna have to figure that out. I gotta slide this on there right now. Of course, I gotta put the clamp on there first. Okay, clamp is on there on the small side. That's gonna be a good place to tighten it. Now we gotta put this elbow on there. Now this thing's actually going on there fairly well. I think that's because I sanded it. But you want it to bottom out and go all the way in there. Now it's pushing on the whole thing, so it's bottomed out. Now let's go ahead and slide this clamp on there. Maybe we'll loosen her up a little bit. Oh wait, dumbass, I put that on there the wrong way. So now we slide it over the exhaust and it stops right there. You don't want to push it too far, then it's not going to get a good, it's not going to tighten down good. So back it off a little bit and then tighten her on down, boys. And remember, do these evenly. Don't do one all the way and then do the other all the way. Do them evenly. Okay, now let's do this one. This one. See, you also want it to where you can get your drill in there. You don't want to tighten these up with your ratchet and then you realize, well crap, I can't get my impact. My bad, guys. I got in trouble for saying drill. You want to make it to where you can get your impact in there. And that is a damn tight seal right there, boys. Just look at that. Now the picture on your left is from Donaldson and it says not to exceed 70 foot-pounds on the torque. Then on the right is from Summit Racing and it says 48 to 60 foot-pounds. So if you hit that torque before the clamp fully closes, you just have to stop. You don't want to keep going and stretch the thing out. Then it'll prematurely fail over time, or you could just break it right there. The clamps can only stretch so much before they break. See right there? That's where my hanger goes. We want to push this on back though, because this is restricting to where the clamp couldn't go on there, the U-bolt. So we got to push it on into that flex pipe a little till I can clear it, and that's fine. Oh, that's too much. Right there will probably be good. Come here, tripod. Come here. All right, boys, this part sucks. You gotta put this part in there first. Ah! I forgot that I have some room to work with. Then you gotta put this U-bolt, see right here? You gotta push it in from this side through there and try to get it into the hole. And it can be hard because you can't see anything, you know? Oh man, where's it at? Oh, there we go. You're just milling around, as Theo Vaughn would say. Where's that hole at? Oh, there it is. We had to lift her up. I can't see. Oh, I can get my hand in there. Where am I at? Damn it. That top one, I can't see anything, man. I can't see a damn thing. Stick my finger through there, maybe I can feel. Nope. Oh, am I through? What happened? Nothing. Oh, there it is. Oh, success. Stay. Okay, before you do any of this, you want to make sure your exhaust is oriented where you want it to be. I mean, that's looking pretty good. Maybe twist it a little. I think right there, that's good. Now remember, boys, put that Loctite on there. I should have done it already. Loctite, what am I saying? Anti-seize. People are about to comment.
Exhaust specialist here of 35 years. Never use Loctite on exhaust unless you're an idiot or a dumbass.
We're just gonna put it on the nut, boys. We put that anti-seize on the nut. And now we gotta reach around. Come on, how do I do this? Show people, how do you do this? What's your secret? There's one. Make sure you have some dirty clothes on, man. You don't want to be getting under here with your clean jeans on and your clean shirt. Olay is gonna be mad. Mine gave up a long time ago. She's like,
he gonna get dirty. He gonna get dirty, whatever. But I don't have any control.
oh, get on there. Get on there. Oh, yes. Ow, ow. About broke my arm. Oh, that's awesome. I like this. This is looking damn good. I'm not going to tighten that up yet. Okay, we're back up at the front. I hope you guys know what the length I'm going to get this footage. It's unbelievable. Oh crap, I gotta put a U-bolt up here too. That's gonna be fun. Did you get through there? Why won't you? Stupid thing. Now we are back on the outside of the truck. If you didn't know where we were at. You see that hanger right there? The way this was before, somebody just had the U-bolt on there. They didn't have this part on there. What does that do? When you tighten down the U-bolt, it collapses the damn exhaust pipe. So I gotta figure out how to get a space in there without messing up my joint. We gotta push that whole thing over. I'm gonna get a block of wood and try to just kind of gently push it. Now I think I got that gap already, but I just basically did this. I just hit it with my hand. And it's fine to do that with that flex pipe. Although I'm sure I'm going to get some hate on that. See, I can get my fingers in there now. Plenty of room to get this thing. See, it's about the width of my finger. All right, boys, let's see if we can get this piece back there. Believe it or not, I can see the screen right now. I can see what you're seeing, and it's actually helping me out. It's kind of cool. I got like a second set of eyes over there. Can you see me? There I am. And I'm looking right at that screen. Slip that in there. Oh, it went in there nice. Now the hard part. Got to put our anti-seize on there first, boys. Okay, is this just going to magically go in there? I highly doubt it, but it could. Ow! Oh, I fell on my leg. Let's put this back on there. Slide this. Oh no, you don't. Not this time. That's where I want it to be. Let's try to keep it in there. Oh. Oh my God. That's a miracle. Okay, so once again my DJI microphone quit working. Anyway, we gotta tighten that one up, and we gotta put that clamp on down there. We don't need much. Okie dokie, we are back up here at the front. Let me get my arm. Oh, nope, I'm not gonna be able to get one. Maybe. There we go, I got my arm. Ow. Ow. Okay. Ow. I hit my knee on something down there. Let's move this. Go over the flex pipe. That ought to do it. We're there. Get on there. One, remember uniform. Two, that's tight, we just gotta get a little tighter. Take off the extension. My arm's falling asleep. Come off of there. Get off. Oh man, there went my socket. Damn it. Looks pretty damn good to me. Now I hope that flex pipe doesn't hit right there. I don't think it's going to. It's about a half inch of clearance in between there, but if it does, what we're going to do, which I don't want to do, but that hanger attaches with these two bolts, one there, one there. Got to pull them out and basically space that hanger out, push it on out a little bit to where it'll push the whole exhaust out a little bit. We'll know in no time. I'll just crawl under here and see if I got rub marks on it. So now I gotta figure out which one of these 45-degree elbows I'm going to use to get this joined up. Okay, small one first, and that's a big no-go. As you can see, it comes way too close to the shock and it doesn't get me over far enough. And this piece, I can't get it up in there because it's rubbing on that sticker right there. We're going to smooth this one down a little bit. Alright, sandpaper isn't really a good option for this, so let's just use our wire wheel. Alright, we got most of it off. It's still having problems going in there, so we're going to kind of smooth this up a little bit. It's kind of sticky in there for some reason. Alright, how's that look, boys? We're going to dump her. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I can definitely tell this is exactly the size I need. And we're going to cut this. We're going to cut it up here somewhere. And then we're going to get an elbow to fit, a 90-degree elbow to fit from this up to here. We got the clamp slid on there. We got some anti-seize on there. Remember, this stuff is good for up to 2,000 degrees. The exhaust gets nowhere close to that. It's fine to put on there, but I already know I'm gonna get some heat over this, pun intended. Now let's go ahead and slam this thing on there. Let's see if the anti-seize makes it any easier. A little easier. Just go ahead and turn it where it needs to be. Now remember, guys, I don't have the airbags aired up on this truck, so you see how there's not a lot of room right there? That's fine. When this thing airs up, this cab will be way higher than that. Okay, so with this one, it went on there pretty tight. I don't know if it went on there all the way. How do you tap it on there? Well, most people will be like, hammer. You're gonna tear out the edges. And yeah, we're probably gonna have to cut this anyway. I'll just show you how to do it without tearing it up. Take a good 4x4 up here. I think she's on there now. Now we gotta go back to Fleetpride or maybe TruckPro and find a 90-degree elbow. Obviously we're going to cut this back a little, and 5-inch pipe fits up in there. It's welded right here, so I'm going to have to cut it somewhere and then stick a new piece back up in there and re-weld it. Yeah, it sucks. I don't want to do that, and I need to measure because they're going to have different kinds of elbows. I need to measure how far down it needs to come. So it'll tuck up in there about that high. And if you go across, that's about 10 inches from the top of the elbow to the bottom. We don't want one with a really gradual curve. That's not going to work. That would be a bigger one. We want a small one that has a really sharp curve. Okay, I went to TruckPro, got me an elbow. I should have got the smaller one, and I was going to get it with the sharper curve, and then I forgot. That's fine, this one will work too. And I know a lot of guys probably sitting here like, why don't you just dump it? I could do that right now. Thing is, the exhaust that comes out of this is freaking hot. We're talking about a 12.5 liter 6-cylinder cat motor up there, boys. She puts out some heat. So I do a lot of deliveries out in fields and stuff, pipe deliveries where there's tall grass. This sucker right here will start a fire in no time. So it's a bad idea. I would not advise it ever to anybody. And plus the fumes are going to just leak right up into the cab. The only way to do it is to get it way back here, but still you're going to have to dump it. I want to get the exhaust up and out of the way, not down here where it's just smoldering. And there's one more thing. I know guys point them out too. I'm not going to do that. You hit the Jake brake on this bad boy and there's somebody next to you with their window down, you're likely to blow out their eardrums. And I'm going to be blowing black smoke on people. This thing, it's an older truck. She blows a little black smoke. I don't want to do that. Let's get it up. Let's get it up out of the way, boys. I need to figure out how much I need to cut off of this exhaust pipe so I can get this pushed forward to where it's even with this. That's all the way in right there. If we just eyeball this, I'd say 4 inches. So where I put this piece on there kind of gave me a pretty good reference point. See that line? That's right at about 4 inches. So let's just slide this on there and then let's draw a line around that. That'll give us a good straight line to where I can make a good straight cut. Well, I just pulled that piece off, make cutting it a lot easier. Glad I put that anti-seize on there. The piece came off a lot easier. Clamping these is difficult. The vise isn't big enough, and plus it squeezes it. I don't really want something compressing it. So what I do is I just clamp the end that I'm cutting, because I'm not really going to be using this piece anyway. Alright, we got a piece cut off of it. And this little thing right here works pretty good to deburr on the inside of it. It's like sandpaper that fits over this little rubber piece. Like these, like this. It's good for the inside of this thing. Got it back on there, let's turn it. That's pretty straight, lines right up with it. I think we'll call that good. Oh boy. Now we need to cut this piece off of there. And I actually got a Sawzall blade for that because you just can't see on the back side of there very well. Alright boys, what we ended up doing was loosening up those U-bolts and that clamp up there. So I could push the exhaust forward a little bit and then I can push it up in here. I think. I can't do this with one hand. Now before I just go all willy-nilly on this, I marked this exhaust pipe so I know how deep up in there I go, because I don't want to be up in it 5 inches. I want to be about 2 inches. So, we got everything all clamped down. All we got to do now is weld it. And my welds aren't going to look very good. I'm not going to act like I'm an expert welder. The welding community I know can be ruthless on here, so we're just going to get my stick welder, turn her way down, and hope for the best, boys. Well, we finished her up. I put a coat of some high heat primer on there, and then I'll put a coat of some high heat black on there. Alright boys, it's been about a week since the repair. I've had the truck out a few times, and as you can see, that gap up there has narrowed a little bit. I can't even get my finger in there now. I don't see any rub marks, but I still don't like how close that is. So I'm gonna do like I was saying, take these 2 bolts loose, this one, and then space it out so it'll kick it out a little bit, and that'll put it back to where it was in the first place. Okay, well, we got our backup up here. That's a 15/16. Now let's get to the other side, see if we can loosen that nut off there. And I'm using this Ryobi 1/2 inch impact. with a 6 amp hour battery. Got my extension, it's probably a 6-inch. My little wobbly 15/16 deep socket. So this will be the time for the Milwaukee and the DeWalt people to chime in and tell me how much better their power tool is than mine. All right, wish me luck, boys. My backup come off? I'm sure it did. Son of a bitch. Okay, so the stupid wrench keeps coming off. So we're gonna move it over here. And I think I got room on this other side to take it off. Okay, let's try this again. Is there room in here for this? There's that one. Now let's try the other one. Well, my neck is hurting. Ooh-wee. Let's try this again. Won't budge. No bueno, boys. Ow! That's my head. Alright, boys, we had to bring out the big dog on this 3/4 inch ratchet and a cheater pipe. There it goes. Try this again. This is hard. And the socket has disappeared. Great. It's not on the ground. Oh, it's in the frame. Sucks. There it goes. Well, I went up to Tractor Supply and I got these. These are shaft collars. This is for 5/8, which I think this bolt's actually a 3/8 or a 3/4, but these will still go over it. Okay, let's see if we can spread this out. Maybe I could just hit it. There we go. Go ahead and try to put our bolt through. Oh, great. Now I need an Allen wrench because of this. Come on, man. I don't want to mess with this. I'm gonna crawl back out from under this damn truck. Never mind, I got it. I used the key. Okay, well, there's that one. Okay, that's good. Where's my pry bar? Why is it always the one thing I need I can't find? What happened to my alignment? Shit in my eye. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Messing with this stupid thing, trying not to cuss. Okay, guys, all I gotta do is tighten it. Tighten this. That's pretty tight. Pretty dang tight. Tighten the top one. Alright. Now, as you can see, there's a much larger gap between that piece and the flex pipe. We're talking about probably almost an inch. So that's a lot better. Looks damn good. And there's how it looks from this side. Yeah, maybe I could have got some longer bolts, but what's done is done. It ain't coming loose, boys. And hey, just to satisfy some people, I'm gonna spray paint that. Not right now. Sometime I will, but definitely not right now. I'm tired And I can't satisfy everybody, that's for damn sure, no matter what I do. Alright boys, that wraps up another video. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Comment, ask me a question. I will get back with you. And you can even give me money now, boys. 2 people have so far. Shout out to my father-in-law, he gave me $1. So that's it. We'll see you on the next one. Y'all be safe out there.